Good morning, the 11th grader social class. How are you? Alhamdulillah, if your condition are well, stay safe at your home and be positive thinking. Back again with Miss Okta will accompany you 45 minutes today. Are you ready, class? Good job. Before we begin our class today, we ask to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala to make easy study today. Pray, start. Pray, finish. Thank you. Thank you, class, who joined in our class today. Before we are going to continue our topic, our mastery, Miss Okta will remind you what the last mastery we have studied. Some of you remember? Well, Chika, what the mastery? What advertisement? Great. Yesterday, we have review again about advertisement, and today we start again with new mastery. You can see in your slide our mastery about hortatory exposition. Okay, it means today we are going to learn a bit about hortatory exposition by me, by Miss Okta, will accompany you to study how to understand about hortatory exposition. Are you ready, class? Come on, prepare your book and then your notebook to write some words that some words that you don't understand. We will discuss together, isn't it? Come on, Miss Okta will give you 2 minutes to prepare it. Let's go. Well, class, thank you. Have you prepared your pencil, your pen, your book? Okay, good job. If you have prepared, we can see the next slide here. You can see our food your favorite? Hmm? Okay. Your favorite. Which one your favorite food? Nasi kuning? Oh, same with me. Wow, nasi goreng. Okay. So delicious. Yeah, a lot of foods our favorite. But have you thinking? Have you think? But of food here are important to eat breakfast. Have you thinking? Sometimes your mom oblige you. Don't go to school. Your mom say like this. Don't go to school if you don't eat breakfast. Can you remind it? Your mom always say like that, or maybe your father, isn't it? Why? Those food are important to eat breakfast. Who can give me opinion or reason? Alif? Okay. What your reason, Alif? To make our body healthy. Okay, great. To make your body healthy. And then, anybody? Rahma? What else? What other reason? To make to avoid our stomach ache. Whoa, great. Good answer. Anybody? Okay. A lot of your answer are correct. We can learn this mastery deeply with the next slide. Keep your answer. Okay. It means some of you have the other reasons in your mind why you must eat breakfast. before you go to school, before you go to your class, or maybe before you go to another place in the morning. It means you have the other reason in your mind, and then you go to the link wmentimeter.com. At the link there, you can write your reason why you must eat breakfast after. Okay, Miss Okta will give you 20 minutes to keep your mind. 2 minutes so long. Miss Okta will give you 10 minutes to write your reason why you must eat breakfast. Are you ready? Well, go to the other link. Thank you, class. You have write the other reason why we must eat breakfast before go to anywhere. Is that the answer? Make us healthy, avoid our stomachache, make us happy because our stomachache are full, isn't it? Thank you. That is a great answer for you. And what the reason you have written in Mentimeter, we can call by hortatory exposition text. Why we can say that the hortatory exposition text means because this text which present argument or reason to support the opinion. It means you have the other arguments, the other reasons with the topic just now. Nah, isn't it? It means everyone, every person have the other arguments with one topic. You can see your answer are different, isn't it? That's why hortatory exposition text it means the text which explain the other argument or reason to support the opinion. Do you get what the point? Thank you. What for, miss? What for? The hortatory exposition text, or maybe what the purpose, what the aim about the hortatory exposition text? The purpose to persuade the readers or listener that something should or should not be the case. It means to persuade the reader or listener to do something or not. The listener or reader can do or do not something. Isn't it? You get the point? Can do or do not do something. We go. Well, class, after we know the purpose about the hortatory exposition text, in your mind think, how many generic structure miss in hortatory exposition text? Isn't it? If the argument, so which part about the argument in the paragraph? Isn't it? Okay, we go with the next slide. The hortatory exposition, we have three generic structure. The first thesis, the second argument, the third recommendation. Which part both of them is? Well, we can discuss with the next slide. Let's go. Well, class, in Mentimeter, you have seen the video. The video to explain about why eat breakfast are important. And the hortatory exposition, we take the example, one of the example, why students should eat breakfast every day. And you have written your argument, your reason in Mentimeter. Isn't it? Yeah, we can read here. A lot of people, especially young people, go through the day without having breakfast. Many people believe that is not necessary, or they say that they don't have time for that, and begin their with no meal. I believe that everyone should eat breakfast before going to their activities. The purpose of this paper is to show the importance of breakfast, especially for students. So, the first paragraph always thesis. Why we can say that thesis? Because the first paragraph to tell about announcement, issue, to concern the paragraph. It, it means the first paragraph we can say by thesis because it presents announcement of issue, concern, and the text. You get a point? Well, great. We go to the next slide. You can see here the next paragraph. Yeah. See the yellow word. Yeah. Another reason for eating breakfast because you need food for to do well in your classes. Your body and your brain are not going to function as good as they could because you have no energy and no strength. When you try to learn something and have nothing in your stomach, you are going to have a lot of trouble succeeding. A lot of people think that they should not eat because they are going to feel tired. But that's not true. Breakfast is not a very big meal, and on the contrary, you're going to feel tired if you don't have breakfast because you have spent the entire previous night without food. Keep your mind. Keep your mind. After thesis, to concern the issue, and the next paragraph probably tell the argument, the reason, isn't it? We go to the next slide. Focus with the next slide. The last reason to have breakfast every day is because you have avoid disease if you eat some breakfast in the morning. If you don't eat, you're going to get sick, and this disease will have a stronger effect on you because you're going to get sick easier than people who have breakfast every day. We can conclude here the yellow words that you focused just now we can quote by argument. Why? Because this argument to tell about the reason for concern leading to recommendation. It means the argument here to support your reason, the concern through recommendation about the issues. Isn't it? Do you get the point, right? We go. Focus again. You have to realize that breakfast is the most important meal of the day and you cannot skip it without consequence for your health, your skull, and your defense mechanism. It's better to wake up earlier and have a good breakfast than run to school without eating anything. It's time for you to do something for your health, and eating breakfast is the better way to start your day. There the word realize. It means we can conclude. The last paragraph here we can say by recommendation. Why we can say by recommendation? It means the statement uh, explain about ought or ought not to happen. It means ought or ought not happen. Yeah, the statement to tell about it can be happen or not. It can be case or not. Isn't it? Okay, great. Well, the next slide, we can see here what language means we can use in hortatory exposition. The language future used in hortatory exposition by present tense. Keep your mind if present tense always by verb 1. We can see the text always verb 1, always verb 1, and then the hortatory exposition used by verb 1. Any questions, class? We can conclude if hortatory exposition is the text represents other arguments or opinions to focus the issue, isn't it? What form is to persuade the reader or listener should or should not do. And how many generic structure means there are 3 generic structure. Remember the first one by? Okay, great, thesis. The second we can say, we can write the other argument or reason we can say by? Yeah, argument. And the last is recommendation. And the future language used by present tense. Isn't it? Do you get the point? Oh, great job. And do you want to play? Let's. If you want to play, visit the link below. You can visit kahoot.it. At link there, we can play about the text just now. We discussed about why the students eat breakfast. Are you ready? Let's visit Kahoot. Miss will give you the pin after you visit the Kahoot. Okay, let's join.